ज्योति स्टेनो टाइपिंग कॉलेज में आप सभी का स्वागत है बच्चों। ये आपकी डिक्टेशन नंबर 39 है, ऑफलाइन ऑनलाइन सभी बच्चों के लिए। वेबसाइट पे डिक्टेशन लगा दी गई है, वहाँ से आप टाइप करके अपने एक्यूरेसी भी जान सकते हैं। पहले डिक्टेशन लिखेंगे। डिक्टेशन स्टार्ट आफ्टर 5 सेकेंड। हाउसिंग इज द क्राइंग सोशल नीड ऑफ द कंट्री। According to an official report, 60 million rural houses have to be constructed or reconstructed in order to make them habitable or fit for human habitation. Nothing is being done in that direction, and nothing is mentioned in the presidential address in regard to that crying need. All that is said in the address is that free land sites will be provided for landless labor. What about ordinary farmers who live in hovels, not even in decent huts? Then, with regard to foreign policy, I have been one of those who welcomed it. I looked upon it as a breakthrough in our foreign policy of non-alignment. This is the first great alliance that we have made with a foreign power. We should not stop there. The Indo-Soviet treaty must be followed by an Indo-US treaty asking for the mutual cooperation and help. It should also be followed by an Indo-Chinese treaty so that cooperation will be not with one power only, but with a number of powers, and the alliances may balance and counterbalance each other. Otherwise, if only one state is to be our ally, it will thrust us into its sphere of influence. There is one dangerous clause in the Indo-Soviet treaty which provides for mutual consultations in times of war, risks. Now, mutual consultation between equal powers is fairly safe, but mutual consultation between a strong power and a power which is not strong, between a bear and a lamb, would not be very useful to the lamb. I must congratulate the government on one thing. Now, for the first time in the history of presidential address and the history of the government's foreign policy statements, the word non-alignment does not find a place, because I feel it means a change of attitude in our foreign policy, and I hope the period of non-alignment will be followed by a period of alliance, by a period of cooperation, not with one power, but with a number of powers, and the area of cooperation would be enlarged amongst a number of powers. Now I turn to the new bills that are promised. The government intends to bring before Parliament the Untouchability Offences Amendment Bill. Punishment will be provided for those who offend against the Untouchability Act. A bill is also promised to deal with economic offences. Now, offences in the legal sense are actions against public order, against the state, and looking at the items in the bracket, we find that it is only customs offences, excise offences that are to be proceeded against. Customs offences, excise offences, and income tax offences, we are all against the state. Why call them economic offences? There is a danger in that, because if you sanction economic offences, you may go on sanctioning of social offences, political offences, and so on, and therefore there will be no end to the increasing offences. वेबसाइट पे लगा दी गई है, वहाँ से टाइप कर सकते हैं। इस क्लास में इतना। नमस्कार बच्चों।